Coming up on 5:44 now, the solar eclipse is just a few hours away.
Well, this afternoon, millions of people will be out watching the event. But how much do we really know about this?
Yeah, Iisha is here now to break down the history, safety, and science.
And I hope you are excited for the solar eclipse. Now let's talk about why this eclipse is so unique. First of all, it's the first total eclipse on American soil since 1991, the first on mainland since 1979, and the first to sweep across the entire country since 1918. How interesting is that? Now let's talk about shadows here. Obviously with the eclipse, it involves the moon, the sun, and the earth. Now there are names for different shadows, if there is a partial shadow or a full shadow. Now the partial shadow is actually called a penumbra, and the full shadow an umbra. Pretty interesting, right? If you're going to be viewing the eclipse tomorrow, we've got to keep you safe. Don't forget, do not look directly at the sun unless you have eye protection. Regular sunglasses do not provide sufficient protection, so don't just think you can grab the sunglasses out of your bag or out of your car. And only look at the sun through an approved solar filter. That's why those solar eclipse glasses are so important. Have fun. We want you to be safe. Reporting in the studio, I'm Iisha Scott, 13 News Now.
All right, well, there are many cool places to experience the solar eclipse, but what if you want to be the very first? Well, apparently the lighthouse near Newport, Oregon holds that distinction. The Yaquina Head Lighthouse is one of the furthest west points at the Oregon coast and will be the very first place in the continental United States to witness the eclipse. The chief park ranger in charge of the lighthouse says he is expecting as many as 5,000 visitors to that area.
And while we're enjoying the eclipse from the ground, researchers will be using the rare opportunity to get a unique look at the sun. The Southwest Research Institute in Colorado is teaming up with NASA to take photos of the sun's corona, or outer atmosphere, during the eclipse. Two jets will chase the eclipse path through totality through Missouri, Illinois, and Tennessee. With the modern advances in technology and accessibility, the photos could offer insight into the forces that affect Earth's magnetic field.
We are going to be looking for waves traveling through the solar corona, basically like ripples in a pond.
And while in the air, researchers will use a special telescope to snap pictures over a 7-minute time frame. They say the data they gather will help us understand how weather on the sun can affect things like radio signals here on Earth. And you can look for more on the eclipse in our next half hour, and we'll have coverage all day on 13newsnow.com.
And speaking of 1 in a million chances, nobody won the weekend's Powerball jackpot. That means that you still have a chance, and right now it's already up to $650 million. Lord knows what it's going to be by the time Wednesday rolls around. Well, that's the second biggest jackpot in history. Chances of picking all 6 winning numbers, 1 in 292 million, but you can't win if you don't play. So if you want to get in on the action, the next drawing once again is on Wednesday. And don't forget, 13 News Now is your official station for the Virginia Lottery. You can catch the drawing for Mega Millions and Powerball during 13 News Now at 11.
All right, so we got Powerball, we got Eclipse.
Yes.
A lot going on.
Decent visibility.
We do. Try to do.
You've got Eclipse glasses here.
I thought I could read the prompter with that thing.
You can't.
You can't see a thing.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, which is perfect.
They're like blackout goggles.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be
you
able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how powerful.
It's only supposed to see the sun come through that.
So who has them today?
I think the Nauticus has
Nauticus, I'm hearing
Slover.
Yeah,
right.
they're 11 o'clock, first come, first serve at Slover. So
They're hard to come by.
They
are rare.
really
You can't find them anywhere.
Yeah.
Walmart, Target.
Yep.
Place.
You can offer me something if you want it. Go ahead.
Or for bids.
Yeah, and you can't use regular sunglasses. Aisha was just talking about that. Or welder glasses.
Yeah, well, you got to use shade 12 or above.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to use.
All right, let's talk about the forecast for today. If you're going to head outside, I'm sure most of you will be outdoors to view this event. Once in a lifetime sort of deal here. 1:21, it gets underway. Don't mind the color bars there. I think we got good visibility across the board. Maximum obscurity at 2:47 this afternoon. 86% of that sun covered up by the moon here in Hampton Roads. And then good visibility to wrap things up also at 4:06 p.m. So a good 3 hours almost. You can see some sort of solar eclipse here across Hampton Roads and really across the country. The visibility looks pretty good, especially along that path of totality with the exception of Nashville and Lincoln. Even Charleston, South Carolina, looking at a little more clouds with some late-day convection firing up there.